I think Lil Baby is bisexual. I was sucking his, and I started going down. And yeah, he didn't stop me. He put his legs back to him.
I would say my last relationship definitely taught me, like, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. The 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, you have to believe them.
You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight. Yeah.
Jayda Wayda just slipped up in a way that has the internet spinning out of control. And yes, she basically confirmed what everybody's been whispering about for months, who Lil Baby's real sugar daddy might be. And surprise, surprise, it's exactly who fans suspected all along. She didn't outright hop on live and drop the man's name, but the way she's been posting, the hints she's been leaving, and what her circle is whispering behind the scenes, it all lines up with one of the biggest power players in Lil Baby's crew. We're talking about the same man tied to that legendary white party flick, the private jet rides, the courtside seats, and those billionaire level connections that had fans questioning things from the start. But here's the twist. This theory ain't just about financial backing anymore. People are now convinced Jada walked away after finding out this man was allegedly moving on the low and that his so-called mentorship with Lil Baby was way more personal than anyone on the outside realized. Now, whether you buy into it or not, the timing, the subtle receipts, and the way Jada is moving have everybody convinced she just exposed the one name Lil Baby has been fighting to keep far away from headlines. Before we even get into the deep dive receipts, we gotta look at Jada's own words. She talked openly about trying to give things with Lil Baby another chance, but it just didn't click. And for a lot of fans, that was the breadcrumb that confirmed she had already made up her mind about what was really happening.
I would say my last relationship definitely taught me, like, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. The 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, you have to believe them. No matter how much, like, time really don't heal.
I don't know.
Time do not heal. That person gonna always be them.
Time only heals if a person is, like, mentally there with it. You know, like, time don't heal if it's two people on two different pages.
And once Jada dropped that breadcrumb, the internet detectives didn't even have to guess too hard. Everybody went straight back to that infamous photo, Lil Baby front and center at Michael Rubin's white party. Rubin standing right there next to him and another guest whose presence now feels a lot more suspicious. So close, it almost looked choreographed, like they were all moving as one. This wasn't just a casual group shot. The angle, the body language, the way everybody was cheesing, it had fans hitting that screenshot button faster than a TMZ paparazzi flash. And then, just when the buzz started bubbling, here comes 50 Cent stirring the pot. He reposts the pic with a caption that basically screamed, "What is going on here?" That's when the internet fully lost it. But for longtime watchers, this wasn't just a goofy party flick. It was visual confirmation of the whispers that had been circling for months. To them, this wasn't just about friendship. It looked like a straight-up power dynamic, with Michael Rubin not only being in Lil Baby's corner, but allegedly pulling strings financially and maybe even personally. Suddenly, what seemed like a harmless snapshot turned into a loaded receipt. From that moment, the jokes online took a darker, sharper edge. The sugar daddy label wasn't just a throwaway comment anymore, it stuck. The memes, the think pieces, the jokes, they all grew legs. And suddenly, every sighting of Lil Baby with Rubin or any other billionaire figure was being broken down frame by frame like a crime scene analysis. Fans started reading into handshakes, smiles, who sat where on the plane. Nothing was off limits. And let's be clear, Michael Rubin isn't just some random rich guy popping up in Lil Baby's pictures. He's a billionaire mogul tapped in with NBA stars, music execs, and some of the most powerful gatekeepers in the industry. If you've been paying attention, Lil Baby has been moving in those circles for years now, right alongside Rubin, like he's been ushered into that world with open arms. Now, Lil Baby has addressed that infamous white party photo before. He swore up and down it was nothing. According to him, Rubin is just his boy, and they were play wrestling when that camera snapped. Nothing deep, nothing scandalous, just a random moment gone viral.
Like Rubin was never hugging me. You know what I'm saying? I was dapping Kuzman up, and Mike happy to see me. He ran over there, and we started like wrestling, like touching it. And that picture, Mike, one of my real good friends, we in a party with goddamn 200-300 people. There's nothing weird could go on with all these people in the mix, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get on the internet and go back and forth, you know, like, And I told him, man, that's a crazy looking picture. You know what I'm saying?
But for fans who already had their suspicions, that explanation didn't put out the fire, it poured gasoline on it. But even with Lil Baby trying to clear it up, fans keep pointing to little details that make them side-eye the whole friendship. And the one story that keeps coming up, the gambling fiasco. Lil Baby himself admitted he lost almost $9 million in under 2 days at the casino. $9 million gone just like that. And when things got that ugly, guess who supposedly stepped in to save him? According to Baby, it was Michael Rubin. Rubin personally reached out to the casinos and told them to ban Baby from playing so he couldn't keep spiraling. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a loyal friend doing damage control, but to people who already believe the DL theory, it feels way more complicated. To them, it's not just about looking out. It looks like Rubin was protecting an investment, making sure the man he's allegedly tied to stayed close and under control. And then there's the tattoo situation, which fans swear is another piece of the puzzle. For the longest time, Lil Baby was known as the rapper with no tattoos. He even bragged about it in interviews, saying staying clean cut helped him move in certain business circles without being judged or stereotyped. It became part of his image, Baby, the star with no ink.
I hear that you say that you don't have any tattoos at all?
Nope.
So what's the reason why you made sure in the world of tattoos, you don't have any?
Being younger, like, I don't want no tattoos. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
Put my money in, I don't want to be like a thug. Like, even though, like, I'm almost a thug, I was a thug. I don't want to be no thug. You feel me? I don't want people to look at me like I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. People with tattoos, and to me, you look like a thug.
Yeah.
Only time I can see me getting a tattoo, like, it gotta be real sentimental to me. Like,
yeah.
So when fans finally spotted his first tattoos, it was already headline worthy. But what really shook people was where they were placed, right on his inner thighs. Nobody saw that coming, and the internet instantly started buzzing. Why there of all places? And just when people were still processing that, Baby gave a performance that sent everything into overdrive. He was on stage in shorts, a tank top, and a pink belt, moving around, pulling his shorts up just enough to flash that fresh ink. Of course, fans had their phones out, and those clips spread like wildfire. It didn't take long for people to zoom in, screen record, and repost with captions that weren't exactly subtle. Some shrugged it off as Baby just flexing new tattoos and feeling himself, but others were quick to tie it straight into the DL rumors. Online chatter started calling it a soft launch, like he was testing the waters to show another side of himself. And once that narrative took off, the conversation was no longer just about tattoos. It was about image, identity, and whether Lil Baby was hinting at something he's been keeping under wraps. It became yet another reason for fans to believe this wasn't just about tattoos. It was about something deeper. Lil Baby even had to step up and address the noise once again, this time on Lil Yachty's podcast. He admitted straight out that the jokes weren't funny to him, and he claimed he went so far as to pull security footage from Michael Rubin's white party to prove the hug was quick, harmless, and blown out of proportion. But here's the catch. He never actually released that footage. And online, when you say, I've got proof, but then don't show it, people automatically assume the proof doesn't work in your favor. Instead of shutting things down, Baby's comment just added fresh fuel to the rumor mill and gave conspiracy hunters even more reason to push their theories. Now, here's where it starts feeling less like random coincidences and more like a pattern. Because if there's one name that always pops up whenever people start connecting Lil Baby's relationships, it's James Harden. And let's be real, their friendship has never been low-key. We're talking courtside at games, hopping on flights together, pulling up at big events side by side, like they move as a package deal. But the moment that really burned itself into people's memory, Harden's wild birthday gift back in 2020, he showed up with a Prada duffel bag stuffed with $100,000 in cash, a Richard Mille watch worth another fortune, and get this, actual honey buns.
Give me a Prada bag because he proud of me, full of honey buns. With a honey bun, you know what I'm saying? Man, shit ain't got serious, man. You hear me, man? I'm on the ground with a honey bun and a honey bun.
You got two Richie, man?
Two Richie one day, man.
And he proud of you.
Hey, he brought me a Prada bag because he proud of me, man. You feel me?
Prada bag because he proud of you.
Yeah.
Honey bun.
They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. But they gonna try to try. Shit. They right, y'all.
You deserve it. Come on. You deserve it. Come on.
You know, I like getting that paper. Hey, nobody moving me.
The clip of Baby unzipping that bag and pulling out stacks went everywhere, and social media turned it into one of the most talked about moments of the year. Some fans brushed it off as a rich friend flexing, just Harden being extra, but others tucked that whole moment into the bigger story file. One viral comment summed up the internet's mood when someone joked, "Lil Baby been giving his honey buns to Harden." That line got laughs, but it also sparked side eyes that never really went away. And that's the thing. The internet doesn't need hard evidence. They just need flashy moments, a few inside jokes, and a storyline that feels like it clicks. Harden's birthday bag instantly became one of those core receipts, and it wasn't even the last one. Not long after that, Harden and Lil Baby popped right back into the headlines, this time making waves together during Paris Fashion Week 2021. And trust me, that trip poured gasoline on every single rumor already swirling. They weren't out in Paris looking for trouble, but trouble definitely found them. French police pulled over their car, claiming they smelled cannabis. And from there, the whole scene unraveled right in front of flashing cameras. Harden got frisked and questioned, then quickly released. But Lil Baby, he wasn't so lucky. He got fined for possession and snapped by photographers being escorted straight toward a police van. And of course, those pictures hit the internet before they even made it back to the hotel. Within minutes, it was global headlines. Lil Baby in handcuffs in Paris, standing next to one of the biggest NBA stars alive. At the time, people brushed it off as just bad timing, an unlucky run-in with the law. But looking back now, fans fold that incident neatly into the pattern. Another big headline with Harden, another viral clip to add to the internet's growing compilation of suspicious moments between them. But the speculation didn't stop with Harden. Over time, whispers started popping up linking Lil Baby to other artists too. One of the wildest fan theories even tried to tie him to Juice WRLD. Nothing was ever confirmed, no solid proof whatsoever, but for people already convinced there's more to Baby's story, it all fed right into the narrative. Then came the leaked tape drama, a blurry clip that started circulating online, showing someone who looked like Lil Baby allegedly involved with another man. The internet ate it up and Baby was forced to shut it down directly. He jumped on social media and wrote, "Y'all gotta stop using my name and likeness when y'all get bored. The extremes MFS go to for clout is sick. Ain't no mystery in my history on no level. This my last time addressing any kind of dumb clickbait. TF is wrong with y'all, no flaws, no cap in my raps." That post sparked a brand new wave of DL talk, because on the internet, denials don't always silence rumors, they multiply them. And things got even messier when Instagram model Teresa Lavon hit a podcast and hinted at a personal run-in with Lil Baby. She didn't spill every detail, but the way she worded it had people convinced she was implying he might not be straight. And of course, that clip went viral instantly.
It was a one-night stand. Played with Lil Baby's ass. He gave me $40,000. So Lil Baby had slid in my DMs. He asked me if I was in Miami, and I told him, yeah. He texted me, told me to pull up, and the first time we linked up was weird. He kept touching me. Like, I get it, you know, you got a lot of people, that's just a setup situation. But it was just weird because he kept touching me and he was just rubbing me. Like it got to the point where I felt like, okay, is he like trying to figure out if I'm a woman or a man? And then after that, it was fascinating, honestly. Play with Lil Baby's ass. But the third time we linked up, I ate his asshole out. Yeah. I think Lil Baby is bisexual. I was sucking his, and I started going down. And yeah, he didn't stop me. He pulled his legs back to him. Yeah, he was holding them.
She didn't spill all the tea, but she dropped just enough for the rumor blogs to feast on. Teresa hinted at a one-night situation, claiming, yeah, he was holding him. And that single phrase was enough to light the internet on fire. Screenshots, clips, memes, every page had something to say, and once again, Lil Baby's name was trending for all the wrong reasons. And through all of this chaos, Jada has kept it cool as ice. She hasn't confirmed a thing, hasn't denied a thing, just stayed laser focused on her businesses, her brand, and co-parenting with Baby. No messy rants, no shady posts, nothing. That silence has people talking too, because sometimes not saying a word speaks louder than any clapback could. But here's the reality. Rumors like these don't just vanish. They live online forever, waiting to resurface. Every single time Lil Baby pops up at a high-profile event, drops a performance, or is spotted around those same powerful names, the theory sneaks right back into the spotlight. Fans can't stop connecting dots, whether they're real or not. Maybe the bigger question is, what's the next bombshell that's about to drop? Because when it comes to Lil Baby, the story never seems to end, it just reloads. But that's my take. Now I want to hear yours. Do you think Lil Baby is being unfairly dragged into baseless drama? Or is there really more to the story than meets the eye? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss when we break it down. And trust me, you'll want to stick around because the next one is going to be even crazier. See you in the next video.